Welcome, lords and ladies of the multi-realms, to another episode of DBD Corner, where the entity has given us permission to view one of many trials of its realms. In this one, the ending will have some wholesome interaction between the killer and the survivor. Now, let's get down to it, and hope you enjoy. Shortly after the trial started, I noticed the killer moving through the cornfield. Now, having knowledge of playing killer, I knew if I acted quickly, I could get to safety and possibly stay out of sight before the killer noticed, which I did using the generator, a little duck, and quick movements to the tractor, and kept ducked on the tractor. You will see me throughout this trial locking the locks. This is good because it slows down the dredge a second or two when it travels through the lockers. But be aware when doing this. It is easily can give away your position, and there are add-ons for the killer that make it easier to see those that lock lockers. I also do this because it gives blood points. This gen locker totem close by trio tends to spawn often on this map, which I try to take advantage every time because it is a good source of quick blood points. Soon as I saw the dredge, I quickly went to Shack. I knew by the sound he was very close, so I pre-dropped the pallet and ran for the door. The more important thing is the awareness of what the killer did by having my camera looking towards the door with the pallet dropped. When I saw the killer looking at me heading to the other door and watched it quickly move to go around the shack, I gambled that this was probably not a mind game and immediately changed my direction back to the pallet and fast vaulted and disappeared into the cornfield successfully. As me and one of the Davids were doing one of the gens, I noticed him quickly stop and began to run. I reacted to his movement as time to go, and just like clockwork, the dredge flew out of the cornfield within a second. As me and David started running in the same direction, I quickly changed my directional pathing. The reason for this is because when two survivors continually move in the same direction, it allows the killer to maintain pressure on two survivors, plus higher chance of downing two survivors, because of knowledge of both survivors' location. And if there's a hook survivor at the time, it makes it harder for one of the two survivors to go for the rescue. While dividing directions makes the killer choose one or the other, lowering the amount of people the killer can down and pressure. There are obviously situations to keep survivors together, but most cases it is better to split up. This tends to happen often in solo QE, I noticed while playing. When darkness came, I made what at the time looked like a good idea when the killer's darkness power was up to keep hiding so the killer couldn't see me, which he has it easier to see when the darkness is up. But because I was not near an objective, it led me to getting a crow, which I did not notice till after the darkness was gone and I was running. The crow will auto let the killer know of the location with sound notifications and a small sight notification, repeatedly till removed. Soon as I realized, I quickly went to the gen and worked on it enough to get rid of the crows.
Come with me and you will see we are bound to be strangers in the night.
Soon as I saw the dredge, I chanced myself to get to the shack as my only chance of finding a way to lose the dredge, so I could get another chance with the gate. But when I was vaulting the window, I got down, so I decided I'd be a good sport and began crawling to the basement hook, which the killer allowed. Once I was at the hook, the dredge picked me up, but instead of hooking me, decided to let me live, and we went to the gate, and I was allowed to leave.
We're strangers in the night. We're in a strange delight. Come with me and you will see we are bound to be strangers in the night.
Thank you for watching another episode of DBD Corner. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any tips or advice for us to get better, please leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Thank you, lords and ladies. Enjoy your pilgrimages across the multi-realms. Till next time.